flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Ooh, think about running for mayor. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Why thank you, we the realest alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a Tyler made the block, little snag or two. Auntie in the cockers, know Johnny is the projects, know what I'm saying, Lucy Lou. Tryna kill bills, off $1 meal, really will fix your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had the boo. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, booking nose. First I ever wrote, shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social, I'm posted. I'm like, ride it, I can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my sugar. You just heard that he died on the last Friday.
How about your feelings, how about them feelings? Grown high off the silicone, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a killing. In the back, chillin' with you, I want you to get with me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just chillin'. Real West Side, Compton. You already know what's up. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Oh, infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Ooh, think about running for mayor. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Why thank you, we the realest alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a Tyler made the block, little snag or two. Auntie in the cockers, know Johnny is the projects, know what I'm saying, Lucy Lou. Tryna kill bills, off $1 meal, really will fix your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had the boo. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, booking nose. First I ever wrote, shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social, I'm posted. I'm like, ride it, I can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my sugar. You just heard that he died on the last Friday.
How about your feelings, how about them feelings? Grown high off the silicone, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a killing. In the back, chillin' with you, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me.
I just want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the pay like a visa. Little titty, little thick thing, keep it got a feel like she shines with Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been a leader. I'm not a pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, don't see it. Just to the zip out, watching never hip hop. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I'm like, good, I'ma look to the skies and manifest anything I need. Any on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, love to this tryna politic. Got my guys already, got my queen already, how I sound already, how my songs already. Got them asking how they ain't on already. I don't care. Take it day by day. My vice is money in my safe. Cash going up as I elevate. I was down bad, now I'm
How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Grown high off the silicone, I want you to get with me. Slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a killing. In the back, chillin' with you, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. You said you don't, but you gon' try with me. Don't you dare get paranoid, girl. I'm hot on asteroid, plus I keep them on me.
Put phase on the beat, I ain't done. You feel me? Hey, bro, let this drive like a bitty, man. Carry my country cousin. Northside St. Louis, all the way down to Dallas, that's how we doing. You feel me? You know, my mama told me I'm that shot. Came a long way, Castro Drive, you feel me? Bermuda Road, all that. Northside St. Louis. Right there, I said, you feel me? I made like 70K at the festival. You know what I'm saying? So every time I see that number 70, I just feel blessed. You feel me? I might even get it.
6 deep in the sprinter, yo sequence flirting with the glimmer. You can slip, let it simmer. Miss supper, but you could be my dinner. She said, why you always got your head high in the clouds? Your eyes to the sky and your face to the stars. Well, I can hear them calling me awfully hard. You best believe before I leave, I'ma leave my mark. And we got 6 deep in the sprinter. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. 6 deep in the sprinter. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. She's caught in the glimmer.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boo. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and on the mound now, Bowden Francis. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Check swing, went around. Count 1-2. Francis, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up players. And a swing and a miss. One out the top of the first. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
This one looks like trouble. And that's a double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
One out, the runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. Just missed. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. He hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner on at first with one gone, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Schwarber working through some struggles lately. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 strike.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Harper at first, one gone. Now
Full
one
count.
miss. to the fastball, and it was effective. Here comes Alec Bohm. And there's the ball. Francis, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2017. Line drive, fair ball. Around second is Harper. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
Out. Slings it across. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting to start King. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That one in triple digits. And that one clips the corner.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And the batter now, Nathan Lucas. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1.
1 strike.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop.
2 balls,
that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And a swing and a miss.
2-2 the count. We got a full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, second inning set to go. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate and had it back.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And that one fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. And now the switch hitting catcher, Rafael Marchand.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
In for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. Fought off foul. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Trey Turner now. And that one missing low. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's there, but it hooks foul.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leads.
Turner runs. Foul ball still 0-2. Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner on the go again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. Back now in Toronto, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Fastball for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
And that's a base hit into left field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner. Bichette goes on the ground right side. It's through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now, Will Wagner. First and third, 1 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Bichette at third. Clement at first. 2 out of the inning. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. They have been lights out on the mound the past month. Here is a look at the numbers. Francis back to work. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Ball 1. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1. And that is out of play.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
And the slider just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Schwarber now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. And
1 ball,
skips in the
2 strikes.
Time
We got time.
Next pitch is outside. Battling here as he fouls it away. There goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Fires over to Guerrero, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back, bottom of the inning, and now it's Dalton Varsho. That one almost got him.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That's inside.
2-0. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Ball.
And that's in the dirt.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one packed up the middle, and it gets through. And aboard on the leadoff single. So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. And there's the strike. Varsho aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Lucas in the box now. No balls and a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Headed for the plate. He'll score. Schwarber fires it in quickly, and they put up the stop sign at second. 1 out, runner at second. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In the dirt, runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. And it's second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And it finds its way through for a hit. The throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 2-2. 2 outs. Runner on first. Bobachek gets a chance to hit. Swings through that one.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning if they tie game.
That one fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. They get 2 and draw even again. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one down. Brandon Marsh digs in now. He's already homered in this game. Marsh measures 6 feet 4 inches, 27 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. And a foul ball. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And downstairs.
1-1.
Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
And it's 2-1. Swings through that one out in front of that.
2-2, the count is full.
Popped up. Jimenez snags it for the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Edmundo Sosa. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second, and that's a 2-out double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Sosa at second with 2 down. To the right side. A sliding stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count.
No balls,
and they've
2
been able to
strikes.
push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Going to count
Ball.
1 and 2.
Still relatively early, but
1
with
ball,
the
2
pair of
strikes
runs
to count.
already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Throws to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offer, he's in for a strike.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Popped in the air, left field. Calls it in for the out. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. And that's
off the plate, ball one.
The inside edge. And that is ball one. And a swing and a miss there.
That was straight.
I got a ball,
queso
one strike.
right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Liner to second and picked on the hop.
Oh.
It's there, and that's a great play. Here go the Blue Jays, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Santander makes the catch, and there's one down. This is Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Nick Sandlin gets handed the rock out of the pen.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Tap foul at the plate.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Him out of a slider, and there's 2 gone. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Late with the swing there. Movement in the bullpen.
The count.
Tommy Nance getting ready to go. Swanson also getting ready. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. Forget it. He nails one out to right, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 4-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 11th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Down, nobody on. We're at the top of the 5th. Up
That's
and
a ball.
in. Look out.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now before
Time is
the
out.
1-1, time is called. Two down, nobody on. That one
That's
off
in.
the mark.
Ball 2.
That's ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Next pitch
Outside,
is
that's a ball.
outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Fires over to Guerrero, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 5-2. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. That one in triple digits.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them. So they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Marchand down to first with it.
He's
got
out.
him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Jimenez
Ball, that's
stands in
inside.
now, looks at that one inside.
Ball,
Inside
inside.
at 100, and it's 2-0.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that,
That's
a hitter
ball 3.
or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's ball 4.
That's ball
Tried
4.
another knuckleball, but couldn't locate it.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start. Against
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw.
is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed, but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can
Ball,
really throw
inside.
it. That's a nice job right there.
That's in for a strike in the outside corner. And the count is
1
1-2.
ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Swing and a miss. 0-2
0-2.
down. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 5 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the DH, Edmundo Sosa. Sandlin back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That's
1-1.
way outside. And 1-1. That's down and in. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll get down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Rafael Marchand. Ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets it there in time, though. And that's out number 1 on a tough play. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Trey Turner. 1 for 3. Out towards left center. Varsho on the move. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Varsho moving back for it. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Back now in Toronto. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Ball one there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Got it. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Set him down on strikes on just 4 pitches that time, and this was just classic east-west pitching move, and that's not as common these days. They went in, away, in, and then back away for the called 3rd strike, and that kind of pitching makes it tough on you as a hitter to know where to look, especially with 2 strikes.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's even up. Bichette needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. That's the 3rd. And Bichette is retired.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Clement in the box with 2 gone.
0-1.
Takes a look at a called strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
1 down, base is empty. And another ball. Now he steps out as time is granted. That one's spoiled, and they count now 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That one missed. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
On the ground. On to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, Parker.
No,
Kerr
inside.
in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Ball to strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And that one almost got him. Foul ball there. And he deals.
2-2 the count.
Got him. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. Such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Turner should have it. Nabs it, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Toronto, and the deficit remains 5-2. New inning getting started, and now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. And that's outside. 1-0. Center field, Varsho under it. Drops into the glove. 1 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And that one hit to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. Play is made, 2 out. 2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Edmundo Sosa. Hard hit left side. Bichette whips it to first. And that is... And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that's downstairs. And the count now 2-0.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Lucas gets his lead at first with nobody out. Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. There's a strike. On the ground to first. The throw to second is offline. The flip to the pitcher is late, and they don't get an out on the play. 2 on, 1 out. Bo Bichette up to the dish. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is in for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That's K number 15 in the ball game. He's really dealing.
So it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a key strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And down on strikes he goes. What a game he's having. 16 Ks down.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Nance.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Trey Turner at the plate. First
That's
pitch
outside.
doesn't find the zone. Marchand gets his lead at first. Nobody out. This to third. And it gets by him.
Back-to-back singles. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now a chance for Bryson Stott. Fouled off left side. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the 9th. Tapped on the ground softly to short. In there safely.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here's Harper now. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Next
Ball
offering is
2.
downstairs.
Pressure's
2
on
balls,
right here.
no strike.
2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Ball, that's down.
So they're all loaded up.
You need a strikeout. You need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches.
Ball
But
4,
if he can
take your
battle
base.
and get through this, he can earn some points. He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. And that one fouled off. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count. One ball, 2 strikes.
Got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Bases loaded, nobody out.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but That's not.
Oh, he hit him,
ball got
and that brings home a run. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tommy Nance won't go any further, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. New pitcher now for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would.
Ground ball right side, could be two. And then out to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the Twin killer. So 2 down now. And here is Nick Castellanos. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Harper on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No balls,
It
2
might be
strikes.
time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Switch through that one is the strikeout. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Matt Strong. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. Fastball for a strike at 95. Strong, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The other way, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Wagner coming home. He will score. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Varsho stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. That one the other way, and this one looks like trouble. In comes the run from third to trim the lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. That clips the corner. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Jimenez at second with 2 down. And ball 1.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab though.
boogeyman. We doing the can't run the clock on American Bandstand. Flushing the pan, not a fan of the jam. Band sweating on the floor till we no longer stand. Hey, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Give me the girls and the cause I need all the things. Listen to damn, cause I'm neat. You're the punk rock bumble while you shuffle your feet. Life in the fast lane, guarantee to win in no rap race. Beating them all, I'm stuck in a bad place. Fat face, sugar in the gas tank, sucking on my tailplate. My face, nothing to gain, no one to blame. It's always the same. You can't contain or I'm again to keep it the fame. Whether I'm paid, whether I'm never amazed that I can die happily while you screaming my name. Can't dance now, you can't feel it. Standing at the top of the hill. Come on now, can't dance now, can't feel it. Lord, I'm gonna love you still.
Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge, welcome to PNC Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Siggy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Paul Skeens.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Did he
Turner
go?
started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and yes, he offered at it. The 1-1. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Bryce Harper in the box now, takes strike one. In the air, right field. McCutchen sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Let's take a look at the lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Kyle Schwarber.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, it took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
2 on, 1 out.
That's three.
Got it swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Line, and that's a base hit. One runs in, and it gets by him. Headed for the plate. The run scores all the way from first. It's 2-zip.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And first offering is fouled off.
There we go.
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he went around, according to Patrick Johnson. The 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. To the right side and a foul ball. Two outs. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here in Pittsburgh, and pitching here today, King.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems because they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Runner at third, nobody out. And here is Nick Gonzalez. And that one fouled off. Late swing, fouled off. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Kiner-Falefa stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Late swing, foul to the left. Just missed. That one ripped. High bounce hits it over the fence for an automatic double. As a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Swing and a miss.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
And down on strikes, 2 away.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Tying run in scoring position here in the 3rd and final game of the series. McCutchen came up with 4 hits in his last game. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head to the second from PNC Park. It's the Phillies 2 and the Pirates 1. All set for the start of the inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Skeens back to work. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Puts it away for the out. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. Check swing, called strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Rafael Marchand, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Next pitch is downstairs. And there's a ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Down quick. Back here at PNC Park, here's Tommy Pham. That one down the line. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able.
Laser could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Throw into third. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Everything came together for him. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Nick York at the plate now, and that's inside.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. Fly ball to right. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. To the plate. 3-2. They take the lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Key Brian Hayes, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. And it's fouled away. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side. Stop. Throw to first in time. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And that misses. Ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Out to short, Turner. Whips it across. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa. And that'll do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Turner pops it up. Horwitz makes the grab. 1 down. This is Bryson Stott. Singled and scored his first time. And there's a foul ball. One down. Phillies down a run. Little chopper rolls foul. Next offering away upstairs.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. So here is Bryce Harper, flied to right his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Couple of singles back to back. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And it's off the wall. One run's in. Here comes Harper around third. He'll score, and the Phillies take the lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Boom. At the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there. Long gone. A two-run homer, and they add to the lead. It's 6-3. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Marsh has to step out of the way for ball one. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
2 down, nobody on. That's towards center. York on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. That clips the zone. Strike one.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Spencer Horwitz getting ready to hit.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls. 2 strike.
That misses. Now 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
A little bit low.
Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and float it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
And the 1-0. Inside, just missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
On the ground, right side. He's in there. First and second, one out. Here's McCutcheon. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Gonzalez, the lead runner at second. Bart at first. One gone. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
One ball.
Now here is Tommy Pham. Squirts away a little bit. He's safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away. Flips the corner, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Strike 3, the knuckleball buckled his knees. Pirates strand a couple, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Phils really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete.
And it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
On the mound now for the Pirates, Ryan Borucki. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And the batter now, Rafael Marchand. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run comes in to score from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-3. So the lineup flips over. Here's Turner now. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Check swing, called strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. He's 2 for 2. In the dirt.
No ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, center field. York settles under this one, makes the catch, And there's one away. Bryce Harper to the plate. 1 for 2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, that's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play. The Turnpike Series continues now. And now the DH, Jack Sawinski. In there at the knees. 0-1. Sawinski in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH.
0-2.
The 0-2. Curve
1
in the
and 2.
dirt. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing, because he's coming right after these guys.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone is playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
And that drops in for a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a 1-2. Grounds one to short. Finds his way through, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. First
That's
pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Hayes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one hit to right. Castellanos. He makes the grab, and that is that. Baraki back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, these Phillies putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Wow, just a great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
They say you win.
No ball, 2 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. And at first, one away. Fought off foul. That one outside, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult.
Runner, yes.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, and they got it.
You're out. I always felt as a base runner, base stealer that if you can get in that first, second, maybe third pitch, get your jump and steal second base, you had a much better chance of being successful. As it gets deeper,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped up. Harper has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Horowitz
1-0.
stands in here, takes ball one low. Right through there for a strike.
well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Phillies leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And now 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Did he go?
Horowitz tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
And that is out of play. 2 outs. On the ground, right side, stop to first.
You're out.
And the Pirates go 1-2-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Peter Strzelecki.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him.
1 strike.
They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
There's the swing and a miss.
0-2.
Got him. Larry Bullitt rings him up. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Sosa hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. And first offering is fouled off. Tapped softly on the ground. Connor Falefa. Now the throw to first on the run.
Got him.
Got him. Nice play. Two outs, base is empty. And now Rafael Marchand. On a line, base hit. And that extends the inning. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner with a chance now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. On the ground to third, and that one handled. They take the force out. Out number 3.
Yeah. Pay homage and bring it back to the basics. Give me any
Fastball for a strike. Line drive. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Pham in the box again. Takes a strike. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And forget it.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
That catches the outside corner, and the count is 0-2. That's down and in. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball misses down and away. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
A little bit low. And the count even 1-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Now batting key Brian Hayes. Right down to shoot. That's strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat.
Runner takes off. Tries to check his swing, but he makes contact. Gets it to first. That's the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Joey Wentz.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
On the run, sends it over to first. Pretty nice play there. Here's Bryce Harper, 1 for 3. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gonzalez to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. Schwarber at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He sends it out of here. His second homer this series, and they add on. It's 8-4. Singy, that's his 299th career homer.
Yep, closing in on a pretty big career milestone. 300 will be extremely special. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
2 outs, nobody on. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Coming on is Pham to make the play. And that is that. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now an 8-4 score. You're watching. fastball for a strike.
You know, these Pirates, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Got him looking with the knuckler for strike 3.
Man, that thing just barely got the zone, so you almost can't blame the guy for laying off. I mean, with the way knuckleballs dart all over the place, realistically, that could have just as easily missed by 4 or 5 inches. It's such a tough pitch to not overcommit to, so sometimes you just hold up and hope it dances out of the zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That one drifts inside. 2 down, nobody on. You're the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Bucks go down quietly. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Welcome back. And a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. David Bednar. He last pitched 2 days ago. And first offering is fouled off. Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Hard hit, right side. Horowitz takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Nick Castellanos now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Pham. And there's 2 away. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Not close with that one. 1-0. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Colin Holderman appears to be getting loose. And that one is lifted in the air, and it falls. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's the catcher to hit, Rafael Marchand. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The next offering misses. 1-2 to count. Sosa off of first with 2 away. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Runner breaks early for second and a step off. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Runner goes again. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tanner Banks.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Bart leading things off, and takes a strike. That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Oh, look at the stop. to first. And they get the out.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up, clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
Bring it up, bring it up. I got away with a win, Brian. I'm about to spend what I made for them. Bring it up.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
0 for 3 in this one.
There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it stays fair. Now the left fielder, Tommy Pham. He's already homered here in this one.
No, that's a ball.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
This opportunity is once in.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Third out, and that ends the frame. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
There we
Check
go.
swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first, and James Kingsley says he won around. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Nice stop. Throws from his knees. And 2. What a play.
Well, one thing you expect from your man on the hot corner is a strong arm. On display right there as he makes the diving stop, throws from the knees to start a double play. Wow.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. You're at the top of the ninth. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Bryce Harper goes deep. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 9-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. Two down, nobody on. Schwarber looking to hit career homer number 300 in this game. There's a 1-1. And that one fouled off.
You know, Boog, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300, you tie Chuck Klein. Hit 301, you tie Rogers Hornsby. I can't wait to see if he pulls it off.
and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now Alec Bohm. That's the third in plenty of time. First, and the inning is over. The Phillies add another on this solo. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jose Alvarado.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Swing and a line drive ripped down into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Hayes stands in here. Leaves that one off the inside.
Yes.
And that is downstairs. And the count 2-1. York leads off second with nobody out. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. And it remains 2-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Connor Falefa in the box now. No balls in a strike. One out and a runner at second. We're in the last half of the ninth inning.
That's the ball.
That one missed. Line drive caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Gonzalez stands in with two away as he takes a ball. In there at the knees, and a count 1-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. What a stop! But it'll be first and third now. Great effort to get to it, but no real shot at an out.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
On the ground, and foul ball. Alvarado is just one strike away. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, and that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
This is a huge win. Take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I just want a buttercream beamer with an R&B.
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends, I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the rhythm was fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it f***ed me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on the grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world with my guitar up on my hip.